Hello, hello, hello. It's me again, Mandah Pandah. My webisode, my vlog. I'd like to title the Superb series. I just tend to like young adult series better because there's usually more adventure. They usually grow throughout the series and learn a lot more about themselves than I find with adult fiction. As you may have guessed, the first series I'd like to talk about is the series of unfortunate events. If you haven't read this book series, as far as I'm concerned, it should be up there with Harry Potter, which is another series I highly suggest. You know the great thing about series is that there's so many books. This one, well, you can see it, just happens to have 13. Ta-da! This particular series is about 3 orphans. It has a lot of mystery in it. There's disguises. There's murders. There's a baby that can bite things. There's a boy who knows a lot of vocabulary. You actually can learn a lot of vocabulary by reading these books. The girl is really good with like figuring out mechanical things. She usually sets traps for the bad guy. And what I find really funny about the books is that they kept growing as I went, which I really liked. I really enjoyed that because, you know, more book to read. I feel like when I read good books, it's like I'm eating every page. For example, Harry Potter. I'm pretty sure I read the last one in a week, which was like 100 pages a day, and I would sit down and I would read for like hours. Like I wouldn't do anything else. Speaking of Harry Potter, I know it's a really popular book and movie series, but it holds a special place in my heart because the movies started coming out in 2001. And what age was I in 2001? I was 11. I was the same age as Harry Potter. With the last movie coming out, even though it took a little longer than a year for every movie to come out, so I was a little older than they were. At the end of the last film, it felt like my childhood was over. And it just made me kind of sad. Moving on. Series I really like, Septimus Heap. It's 7 books long. It has magic in it. It's based in a kind of a medieval kind of time. But it's really funny because the Heaps, they remind me of the Weasley family. Because there's so many of them. They're poor. They all live in like one room. It also has dragons in it. It's like a castle and they live on the castle grounds and it has like a map so you can tell where they are. I love when books give maps. I know sometimes it's easier to just make it up on your own, but sometimes I get lost. It's confusing with all the characters and with all the places. And I really like when they have the characters set up to how they're all connected to each other. So I really like when they have like maps. Really good job, authors who do that. A series I just started to read. I have only read the first book, so you know, don't be mad at me if the rest don't, you know, aren't as good. It's called the Tapestry series. First book is called The Hound of Rowan. This boy has powers that he doesn't understand. It's magical creatures and, you know, good versus evil. People come and take him away to this, like, magical school. School grounds are, like, alive, kind of, like Hogwarts. What the hell am I talking about? Cut that out, Larry.